See. Oops, oops, oops. Hello, hello, hello. What is going on? What is going on? We are back, baby. We are back. Back and better than ever. Well, stop the music, stop the music. We're not better than ever. We are quite literally have never been worse than ever. If you hadn't noticed from the room that I'm currently in, it's not my normal room. It's not my normal setup. I ain't never been here before. I have never been here before. Uh Spoiler alert, we got hit with not one hurricane, but two back to back hurricanes, and they have absolutely destroyed my house. Not destroyed. I've seen a lot of damage get done to a lot of houses, but not my house. My house actually wasn't that bad, relatively speaking. Relatively speaking, it wasn't that bad. Um, with all the houses that were out there, I'm in Florida, by the way. Florida got destroyed by two hurricanes. But I'm over in Tampa where it honestly wasn't bad at all. I just had a retention pond in my house that built up and flooded my house, brought in like 8 inches of water. So ruined just enough to make things like just super annoying. I mean, I saw a lot of houses where they got like 4 or 5 feet of water, where anything they tried to save is now just completely gone. Shit is completely gone. But now I had to gut my house, currently gutted. I had to throw out all the cabinets, cut the drywall. It's currently being rebuilt. Got some friends helping me out with that, and it's been annoying. But in the meantime, I am here. I'll show you some pictures later of my house, but uh, or some videos rather of how bad it was. Again, not bad, just annoying. I know, like driving past houses near the beach, and they have piles of garbage taller than uh, taller than the houses themselves. It's just the amount of garbage they have is nuts, absolutely nuts. But I've been working in the storm too, helping bring power back one light at a time. And for the most part, I think everyone's back, which means we're back to streaming, baby. We're back. We are back. And oh boy, do we have a fun day planned today. We got a very fun day planned. I thought it'd be fun, one, to do a little PowerPoint on why it takes so long for the power to come back. We'll get into more of it later. But usually it takes a while, or what seems like a while. Why is it not just a switch to come back on? So I want to like kind of delve into that, why we lose power, and whatnot. But I also got a couple videos I want to watch, like some of the damage that happened this morning. Oops. Some of the damage from the hurricanes. I want to look into that. We're going to learn how a hurricane forms and grows, some hurricane conspiracy theories. We're going to watch the dirty side of a hurricane explained, learn about the dirty side of the hurricane. That shit's dirty. That's a dirty, dirty hurricane. Then we're gonna watch some drone footage, and then Bill Nye. Uh, Bill Nye is gonna explain, the science behind hurricanes. Hopefully, he's gonna debunk some myths. And then we're gonna play episode 2 of the Jubilee video, locking 10 signals in a house. If you haven't seen the first one, you don't need to. There's a recap. Shit's a banger, and we're gonna watch that shit because shit is fucking good. But yeah, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna learn. We're gonna learn about why it takes so long for the power to come back. So I don't know if you've ever been through a hurricane. Actually, let me start presenting this. Let me start presenting this slide on why it takes so darn long for the power to come back on. I don't know if you've ever been through a hurricane. Hurricanes, they suck. Hurricanes, they're not fun. You lose power. You got to find shit to do. All right, this is kind of being very annoying. But it's good enough for now. All right. Give me 1 sec, and then we should be good to go. All right. So after a storm, why does it take so long for your power to come back on? But before we really get into that, first, we're going to learn, why does it even go out in the first place, huh? Like, how do we lose power? What causes it to go out? The answer is pretty simple. Trees. Trees are a huge part on why the power gets knocked down in the first place. I mean, look at these things. They're massive. You probably maybe like live in a neighborhood that looks something like this. All these trees, they look beautiful. They make your neighborhood nice and pretty, but a little wind, a little rain, bam, down come the trees, down come the power lines, leaving you sitting alone at home in the dark with a dying phone, some candles, maybe a book to read, maybe some board games, but really, it sucks. It sucks. But not everyone lives in a neighborhood that has trees. I mean, you may live in a neighborhood that looks something like this. So what the heck? I have no power lines. I have no overhead, or I have no trees. I have no overhead power lines. Why do I still lose power? Like, this doesn't make any sense. Well, let's get into that. So for hurricanes, we're really going to assume that nothing really happens with all of this. This is like a demo on how power gets to your house. All of this stuff here, nothing really happens to that during a hurricane. The real danger comes from here and above. Really not substations. Usually we start from the substation, but we're going to lose our power once we get really from these areas. So that's where we're going to focus, starting from the substation. Or you may have seen these things in your neighborhood, these giant structures that start to bring power to your house, to your neighborhood. So yeah, that's where we're gonna start. We're gonna start with here. We're gonna see how it goes from here to your house, and then hopefully that should make a little bit more sense. So we can all agree that, again, this is, like I said, going from like a substation to your house via overhead power lines. So obviously, if we lose power, let's say up here, let's say a tree falls and we lose power here, it's going to make sense that obviously no one's going to get power because power is flowing, electric's flowing this way. It's on the ground, not connected to your house anymore, not connected to these power lines. Nobody downstream of this is going to get power. So they're going to lose power. You're going to lose power right there. Your neighbor's going to lose power. Everyone loses power. Where it gets a little trickier, which you may not believe me, is, let's say this is you right here. Let's say from your house the power goes down, or whatever. Let's say after your house the power goes down to your neighbor's house, and obviously like they're going to lose power. But you see, these circuits, they're kind of smart. I say kind of, we'll get into that later, but say they're kind of smart. They're going to realize that, hey, something's not right. We're not like, this isn't a full circuit, something's down, something's wrong. For safety, let's shut this off so no one gets hurt from this down power line right here. So that's going to get turned off. They're going to lose power here. And it's kind of like in your house, if you know what a GFCI outlet is, rather than getting shocked, in your house, like when you have wet hands, like an outlet, it shuts off so no one gets hurt. That's kind of like what happens here. But it would kind of be annoying if a power line went down right here. This is just a bigger neighborhood. It would kind of be annoying if, let's say like you lost power right here, a tree fell right here. It'd be annoying if, oh, for safety, everyone shut down. All these people here shut down just because one tree fell. Well, that's not what happens because of a little thing, these little things called fuses. Fuses are like little checkpoints. These things right here, they pop open for safety so not everyone loses power, but just like a few people, they're going to be set up in checkpoints around the neighborhood. So for example, let's say a tree falls right here on this line. Bang, tree falls. All these people are going to lose power. They're not going to be very happy. They're not going to be very happy. And then right here, the fuse is going to realize, oh, hey, something's not right. We're not getting full power. So it's going to come back here, bang, blow the fuse out. That way, power remains here. Not everyone loses power. Same thing's going to happen right here. Let's say power line falls right here. Fuses get a pop right there. And electric is still going to flow to feed all these people here. And everyone is going to be happy. Except for these very, very sad people here. And it's not always when power line falls. Sometimes if branches are just touching the power lines, you'll see like when wind blows, it's going to touch two of the phases, going to tell basically, hey, something's wrong, and the fuse is going to pop. Again, just for safety, because it's going to realize, hey, something's not right, so fuse pop. So power lines aren't always going to fall. Sometimes just branches touch it and you won't see any actual physical damage. I want to take a quick pause here to jump in and say, like I said earlier, the fuses should pop and the power lines should be the power line should be off. I say should be is because most of the time they're not off. If you ever see down power lines like here, assume they're still live. They can kill you. It's electricity. Shit is hot. That stuff is very hot. Don't touch it. Assume fuses hasn't popped. If anything on the ground still has electricity flowing through it, just wait for the lineman, your utility company, anything to make it safe. Stand clear. Don't touch electric fences. Don't touch metal fences, because even just leaning on it or touching it, the electricity can flow through that if it's touching it. Don't walk in puddles. Nothing. Don't touch it at all. Anyway, so as we were saying, fuses are going to save you or save everyone from losing power. Now, is it just an easy fix just to like, hey, pop that back in? Let's say no damage was done, or this guy lost power here, fuse popped. Can the power company just come and pop that back on for all these people here? Not exactly. There's a chance it could kill everyone or anyone working on the line. So before they can just turn it back on, they got to make sure that it is safe. But yeah, so let's go back to that underground example. Let's say, I'm a rich guy, a rich person. I live in a house with underground power. This goes from here. That's not an electric transformer. But let's say power goes from here right into your house, but you're still losing power. Why are you still losing power? Well, let's look back at this previous example here. Let's say, do I have it here? Let's look at this example here and say, hey, all these houses are fed underground, where you have no risk of trees falling on any of these because there's no trees to fall. However, it's fed from our substation all overhead. So if a tree falls here, bang, you're not going to have any power there. Tree falls here, bang, no power. Outside, like that's again, that's like 95% of the time. It's because something just happened farther way upstream that you can't see outside your neighborhood. But with hurricanes, they bring a lot of water, bring a lot of flooding, bring a lot of wind. So what was once underground and stationary box, you can see right here, they can get washed away. They can get sand just tossed on them. These are all actual photos uh, from the last storm in Florida that we had, where these things got physically picked up and placed somewhere else. And all this cable underground, what was powering stuff, can no longer power anything. So although you may think, hey, I'm safe from trees, if nothing happens in your neighborhood, if nothing happens right from your substation, you're going to be all right. But most of the time, something's going to happen farther upstream that you can't see. But don't worry, they're fixing it as soon as possible. Okay, so now that we know how it works, why the power goes off, why does it take so long for the power to come back? Huh? Why does it take so long? Are the power companies just a bunch of greedy bastards that want your money? They want to save money by keeping your power off for as long as possible, and they take their sweet, sweet time while you're sitting in the dark. Are they a bunch of greedy bastards? Yes, but these power company executives, they can only make money when you have power, when your meter is rolling. If you don't have power to your house, they're not making money. So they want to get your power on just as fast as possible. A lot of people think, oh, power companies are, they're scheming me. They want your power to be off. Not at all. If anything, they want to keep it on and get it on as fast as possible. And usually they'll bring in, depending on the size of the storm, they'll bring in hundreds or thousands of crews to turn power back on. But storms are freaking huge. Storms bring a lot of floods. They knock down, like we said, we saw all those things fall down earlier. They knock down just tons and tons of poles. Outside of that, it's not just like, hey, let's rehang the span, let's flip some fuses. No, they got to reset poles. A lot of the times it's in backyards where they can't quickly access it or can't easily access it. It's a real pain. It's a real pain to get. So what they do is, yeah, so they have to set poles. They got to set new transformers sometimes. It's just a real mess. And just something as simple as just rehanging a simple span can take, I don't know, 2-3 trucks with 2 people in each, so 6 people. And so essentially there's just thousands of work to be done. And usually they spend the first day or two just kind of figuring out, assessing the damage. Hey, where did stuff go wrong? Where should we start? You can't just start rehanging stuff and flipping switches without people dying. So they want to really make sure everything is safe. All the down wire is picked up. It's out of harm's way. No one's going to get hurt because, again, people care about safety. It sucks you don't have power, but they're really spending those first days making sure everyone's safe. And no one gets shocked, you know? Let's see. So really, if we learn that it's really just trees and wind that knock it down, why not just convert all this overhead to underground? Why don't the power companies just make everything underground? That way there's no risk of any trees. And if there's no floods, everyone's going to be all right. They say, hey, get rid of all these and just make everything underground. Why don't they do that? Answer, it's expensive, baby. Money that the power companies don't want to pay. I mean, you're paying for it. They're usually, taking money right from your account, so you like to go into these underground projects, but essentially it costs a lot of money. There's also a lot of poles. Tampa, where I'm at, I know they have over a 250,000 poles, all still above ground, just above ground poles with thousands of miles of spans on there. And they can usually only convert about 100 or so miles a year from overhead to underground. So there's hundreds of thousands of poles and thousands of miles of overhead spans, and it can really convert a lot. So yeah, that's about it. Really just comes down to There's a lot of stuff down, and they got to make sure everyone's safe. They have to assess damage, rehang spans, reset fuses, a lot of crews. You may not see them in your neighborhood, but again, neighborhoods are huge. If you don't see anyone on your street, odds are they're working. If you don't see anyone rolling around your street to fix your power, odds are they're way up here, because this is a very simplified version, but it's really just zoomed out. But that's about it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening on why power takes so long to come back. If you learned something, thanks. I mean, not thanks, but if you learned something, great. Appreciate you being here. If you see a lineman, thank a lineman. Let them do their job, stand back. And again, don't touch power lines. Don't touch electric fences. Don't touch fences. Don't stand in pools. Just be safe after a hurricane. Your power will be back shortly. Thanks for watching. Woo, baby. Woo, 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 woo. We are back. We are back. Back. Let's get some music playing. Yes. Where's my music? That was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. That was fun. Hopefully that was just as fun for you as it was for me. 'Cause I had a good time. It was fun for me. That was fun for me. I enjoyed that a lot. But yeah, my house messed up. I also grew up the beard. I actually, every time there's a storm, I grow out my beard. Because it makes me look more intimidating, you know. When I gotta talk to people without power, they're miserable. It's a lot more intimidating when I come up and I go, "Ma'am, it's gonna be a little bit before you have power, sir. I'm here to restore your power." See, that's a lot more intimidating than just clean shaven me. We're here to restore your power. They say, "Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know, they're all mad." But no. They love seeing bearded Justin. Like, look at this guy. This guy's so intimidating. But now let's learn about some H-canes, baby. Let's learn about some hurricanes. Oh yeah, I do want to show you some of the damage. Some of the damage. Check out this damage. Okay, I don't care, buddy. But yeah, so this is Fort Myers. This was after, yeah. So this is all. What did it look like before? Oh yeah, so before. Oh shit. So before. Oh shit, we can turn this music off. Bum bum bum. So before. Okay, I have nothing to say other than before and after. Brought in a bunch of sand that they're still dumping. It's kind of gross. Dang. Yeah, so all the sand was brought up. Not only that, but like it backed up. I don't know whether it was like the storm drains. Not the storm drains. It backed up the, what's it called? Like the poop drains, the sewage system. So it just like stinks. Just so much garbage. So much garbage out there. Yeah, this is crazy. It's crazy. That's why, yeah, so they can't just take all that sand that got washed up. They can't just like bring it back to the water because it's like it's poop water. They can't just dump it back on the beach. They actually have to throw out the sand, which is crazy. Like, look at all this. Like, all this just completely covered. Continue to hit the island.
This morning, a slow motion disaster unfolding in
this is, yeah, like again, like all this damage.
Typical 4-foot fence here. The water's almost up to the top of it.
Rescue crews
Up to the water is crazy.
parking lot to inspect his clinic.
We have vaccine for children.
Storm passed through. Still with it. Gas shortages.
4 feet of water is just nuts. Nuts.
And some of the most affected walking through a flooded parking lot to
have their own oxygen.
Like, that's crazy. Imagine the alligators that you walk through. The alligators. The gators. The alligators. You gotta watch out for the gators. Alright. Was there storm footage somewhere? Yeah, I want to see this. So this is drone footage through a hurricane in the beach in 2021. I've always wanted, like these waves have to be like absolutely massive. Massive. Like, it would be fucking, okay, that really wasn't that cool. Thought it'd be cooler. Like, you ever see like those people like on a boat and just those huge waves come and just destroy the boat. Like, destroy. Terrifying. I don't even know what you would do. Like, not a clue.
Hurricanes
but let's learn how hurricanes form and grow, because I don't know.
are the most violent storms on Earth. They form as waves coming off the coast of Africa. Like all tropical cyclones, a hurricane needs the warm water of the tropics, which feeds a storm with energy in
Okay, I
order
wasn't
to
listening at all.
form.
I need to restart.
Hurricanes are the most violent storms on Earth. They form as waves coming.
All right. The most violent, I wouldn't call it the most violent. I wouldn't call it the most violent. It's a stretch. I feel like there's bigger storms. The most violent, telling me a hurricane is deadlier than a volcano. I guess volcanoes are slow. You're telling me a hurricane's deadlier than a fucking I guess they're pretty deadly.
Coming off the coast of Africa. Like all tropical cyclones, a hurricane needs the warm water of the tropics, which feeds a storm with energy in order to form. The warm water then helps fuel the system, providing energy that causes the warm air in the center to rise faster. It condenses high in the atmosphere, creating thunderstorms. If conditions are favorable, a tropical depression develops into a tropical storm, and then finally a hurricane.
So it's like a tornado, because I know with a tornado, it's like a cold front and a warm front. But so it's warm water, cool air. Warm water heats the air, cools in the center. Tropical depression.
As rising air in the storm's center condenses, it produces heat, forcing it to rise even faster, pushing air out the top. And more air has to rush in at the surface to take its place. The pattern allows the storm to essentially feed itself and grow in strength. Because of the Earth's rotation, all hurricanes in the northern hemisphere rotate counterclockwise.
Okay, if it does that, well, how come toilets don't do that? How come toilets don't do that? You know, actually that's crazy. So it not only starts, but because it starts, it creates like a vacuum, and a whole bunch of water gets sucked in. So a whole bunch of air comes in, realizing, hey, there's a difference in pressure. Needs to suck in more air to compensate.
The most destructive section of the storm is normally in the eye wall area to the northeast of the eye. This is the area that causes the most destruction when a hurricane makes landfall, leading to higher winds and storm surge.
Huh. That's kind of cool. So I always knew it was kind of like a hurricane. Sorry, kind of like a tornado. But that makes sense. I feel like I got it. That's all you need. All you needed was a minute. I appreciate you. 11 alive. What was it? Oh no, what did I just close? I closed Twitch out. I didn't mean to do that. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Sorry about that. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, we're chilling. We're chilling. All right, cool. We are chilling. We are chilling. Chilling, chilling, chilling. All right, next video. Hurricane Helene devastation leads to conspiracy theories. So I've heard that there were a lot of conspiracy theories with hurricanes. I don't exactly know which conspiracy theories, but I would like to learn about said conspiracy theories. So let's hear what some of these are. I know there's the one about, the one I've seen is like something about the plane goes out and collects clouds, drives around the storm, and then just boop, poops them in. Which honestly makes sense to me, because you're telling me that wind can make more wind? No, I don't buy that shit. I don't buy that shit in the slightest, dude. Don't buy that shit. Doesn't make any fucking sense. Doesn't make any fucking sense. So let's see what this conspiracy
Welcome
theories have
back.
to
In
say.
the aftermath of Hurricane Helene, a new threat.
What the fuck? That was the weirdest voice I was expecting to hear. Sorry.
Welcome
no
back.
offense
In
to
the
this lady.
aftermath of Hurricane Helene, a new
The aftermath of Hurricane Helene.
threat is emerging. The absence of running water, electricity, or even cell service has seen misinformation and conspiracy theories surrounding the event take hold. Disaster agency FEMA has been the target of online rumours, including that it is choosing not to help people or that its resources have been diverted to help illegal immigrants. Those claims are false and
Okay, so it's gonna be like a
have
political
been
thing.
amplified by the likes of
so.
Elon Musk and Donald
thought
Trump
so.
and have led to threats against workers and volunteers. FEMA has created a fact-check page that debunks online misinformation, but it is constantly playing catch-up with the latest rumours. The cause of the hurricane has also led to a conspiracy theory centring around the idea that it was man-made and designed to influence the election.
Man-made, that's right. Or woman-made. Or person-made. These hurricanes aren't woke.
Georgia Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene, who famously blamed wildfires on Jewish space lasers, is among those claiming affected areas are Republican voting, and that must mean the storm was sent by Democrats.
Oh, it was. I paid to contribute to that's what they ask you. They ask you, hey, you want to pay for a hurricane? It's like a hype train, but a hurricane train. It starts as a depression. You put more money into it to fund. Half the money goes to the Democrats. Half the money goes to, the Democratic race party. Half of it goes to funding storms. And there you have it.
They can control the weather. It only serves to further divide communities at a time where they would otherwise be coming together. Some of those hardest hit by Hurricane Helene are now back on high alert as another hurricane threatens even more destruction.
Oh yeah, this was the first hurricane. This is before Milton came through. Yeah.
Here's a
spoiler alert. Fucking came. It fucking came. Yeah, so I guess that was the conspiracies. All right. Let's watch Bill Nye explain the science behind hurricanes, and then we'll watch the dirty side of hurricanes, brought to you by Vox. Vox makes some bangers, some certified bangers. But let's watch Bill Nye explain hurricanes.
Joining us now with more on this, science educator Bill Nye. Bill, it's always a pleasure to see you. It's very difficult.
Dang. thing. Look at that lens. Dude said, I'm going to use a fisheye lens. Dude said, I'm going to use a fisheye lens. Bill, can you use any? Dude, you're a scientist. You have money, dude. What are you?
Times that we're talking, you and I, about today. But Milton went from a tropical storm to a Cat 5 in just over a day. Hurricanes are nothing new, but this level of intensity is so unusual, Bill.
It's unusual and scientifically interesting, but very, very troubling. Look, my heart goes out to, our hearts go out to everybody who is affected and will be affected.
Thanks, Bill.
Not just by what's happening now, but what has happened. I mean, they're probably going to retire the names, both Helene and Milton. It's so serious. So here's the striking thing. The hurricane is coming from the southwest going to the northeast, not from the southeast going to the northwest.
Yeah, it's crazy. This one came from the Gulf. From the Gulf. Usually they come out from this way and then they swoop in. Not this time. This one came up and under from the Gulf. It like bounced off of this wall, collected water, somehow caused it to ricochet back up even faster, way up.
And to a part of the Gulf of Mexico that has this extraordinary thing called the loop current. And it reminds me very much of gears spinning together, where one gear drives the other gear. And so the hurricane naturally has a counterclockwise spin in the northern hemisphere through this remarkable thing, the Coriolis effect. And then it's getting amplified by the spin of the sea right there, the Gulf of Mexico.
Yep.
Now, you've probably been to Clearwater, Florida.
I have.
And Clearwater, Florida gets its name because of the way the sediment settles, because of the way the current spins through there. Well, this current is going to help amplify this hurricane, and it's even going to spin off tornadoes on the outer edge. I mean, this is a very, very big storm, and the whole thing is driven by the heat of the ocean in the Gulf of Mexico. I mean, everybody's been talking about this literally for decades. Well, here it's really happening so quickly. This warm water provides.
Oh, it happened, Bill. It happened.
All this energy to these storms, and the cool air, the relatively cool air around, drives it up. The water vapor comes out of solution as rain. The heat is released at high altitude, and this causes the spin, and the spin of the earth causes the whole thing to go around. Now, look, Jose.
All right. I kind of zoned out. Gears, spin of the earth, came fast. Thanks, Bill. We love you. I got the gist. All right. You ready to learn about the dirty side of the hurricane? The dirty side of the hurricane. Yeah, Vox makes bangers. This one's from Vox. I expect this one to be good. Vox actually made Johnny Harris, not made him, but they brought Johnny Harris. What am I saying? Johnny Harris started from Vox, I think. Johnny Harris, a couple other people, Cleo Abrams. She was a Vox creator, and now they make their own very good videos. So let's watch this one.
When there's an Atlantic...
The dirty side of the hurricane. The dirty.
When there's an Atlantic hurricane in the forecast, you see a lot of these diagrams. When there's an Atlantic hurricane in the forecast, you see a lot of these diagrams.
The cones.
These graphics show what's called the cone of uncertainty.
The cone of uncertainty.
It's the range of potential paths the center of a tropical storm could take. It's often shortened to just the cone or forecast cone. It fans out like this because meteorologists can't know for sure which...
How can they not know? How? I don't get how they can't not know. They've seen enough hurricanes. They've gathered the data. How can they not know
which way the center will go? But these familiar diagrams leave out something that's super important for mapping how far-reaching a hurricane's impact area could be. They don't show what happens here, on the
dirty side.
Oh, the dirty side. The dirty side.
You don't want to be on this side of a hurricane as it starts to make landfall.
Atlantic hurricane.
The dirty side. All right, my theory Let's see the
don't
dirty
want to
side.
be on this side
So my theory
of a hurricane.
is, let me see, where's the dirty side? So the dirty side is the side that is going to get all of the yeah, so it just sweeps through, gets all of it. Yeah, I don't get why. So my theory is that it gets it twice, like it circles through, gets the front of it, sweeps around, then gets the backside of it.
make landfall.
Atlantic hurricanes like Milton, Helene, Katrina, ones in the northern hemisphere, rotate counterclockwise. The center of a hurricane is the eye, a relatively calm column of air that scientists still don't fully understand. Around that is the eye wall. This is the strongest part of the storm, where the fastest winds and highest concentrations of moisture are. Moving out from that are the rain bands, swirling winds and moisture that are very
Yeah, the rain bands are crazy because you'll be there, like it'll be like before the hurricane, nothing, beautiful sunny day, beautiful, absolute beautiful sunny day, and all of a sudden just wham, 60-mile-an-hour winds. Just you're like, oh, here it comes, gone after 15 seconds. Again, another beautiful day, absolutely beautiful day. And then just they keep, it's like you're about to give birth. Hurricanes are like when you're about to give birth because it starts off just like slow, fast. Oof, oof, oof.
strong near the eye wall and weaken as they move to the outer edge of the hurricane. From above, a hurricane looks pretty symmetrical, but the energy isn't distributed equally. Meteorologists divide a tropical cyclone into quadrants like this: the right front, left rear, and right rear.
The dirty side is the right front because it gets, I don't know, why is it bad?
It's the right side of the storm, and particularly the right front quadrant, that's often considered the most dangerous.
We call this the dirty side.
But what actually makes the dirty side so dangerous?
You sick son of a bitch.
The dirty side of the storm is where the greatest winds, the greatest tornado risk, and crucially, the greatest storm surge and flooding usually
So it just gets everything.
occur. That's because the winds here are moving in the same direction as the storm, combining their speeds. Whereas the winds on the left side are moving in the opposite direction of the storm, which slows them down. You can see the dirty side more clearly in radar images, like this one of Hurricane Katrina. Look how much stronger the winds inside the rain bands to the right of the eye are compared to the left.
The dirty
One
side.
important thing to note, though, is that the right and left side of a storm is relative to the direction the storm is heading. So in a northern moving storm like Hurricane Katrina was, the dirty side on the right was to the east. But when Hurricane Laura was moving from east to west across the Atlantic in 2020, the forward-moving winds were more on top, to the north. And for Milton, which was moving northeast, the right side of the storm was here, southeast of the eye.
The track of the storm is key. Are you on the clean or the dirty side of the storm?
Some of the worst damage and threat to human life during hurricanes is from storm surge, when the forward-moving winds of an approaching hurricane push seawater toward the shore, which causes major flooding before the storm even hits. These forecast storm surge maps from previous hurricanes show time and again that the most significant threat of storm surge is at
See, they can see, like, they have data. They can see, oh, here's what happens. How can't they track it? How can they know where it's going? How do they not know? I don't know why they don't
the
know.
center of the storm,
You don't know,
in
get
the
to
eye
know.
wall, and to its right, the dirty side.
Is part of this cut off? Oh, I'm so sorry. You got some of this video cut off. I apologize for cutting that off. I cut that off, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry you lost it. Oh, I guess it was like framed.
And storm surge in coastal areas isn't the only way the dirty side can bring on huge amounts of rainfall and deadly flooding. Helene's path found western North Carolina sitting just to the right of its eye, and the forward-moving winds in that part of the storm pushed warm moisture up the southern Appalachian Mountains, leading to historic rainfall and catastrophic flooding hundreds of miles inland. which is why these forecast diagrams emphasizing the cone of uncertainty, tracking where the center of a storm might move to but omitting the wider potential impact areas, can be misleading when taken on their own, particularly for people living to the right of where the center of the storm will hit.
This is going to be where the potential impacts are still felt, even when Helene tracks within that forecast cone.
Just look at this graphic from the New York Times showing power outages in the aftermath of Helene, and you can see how much more devastating it is to be on the right side of the storm rather than the left.
That's actually really interesting. That's cool. So I was rooting for it to go like north or south, but we want more storms to go south for me because I'm over in like Tampa. We want to go south of Tampa. If we go south of Tampa, then we're chilling.
Thankfully, a lot of meteorologists do provide warnings about the dirty side, and some are starting to add context to storm tracking graphics to include potential impact zones. Like this one from Hurricane Helene, where you can see the impact zone reaching farther to the right than to the left.
Dirty side.
As climate change warms our oceans, we'll continue to see tropical
Oh, that makes sense because they've always talked about how climate change and global warming causes hurricanes or increases hurricanes, but I'm like, how that doesn't make sense. Like, how does being warmer cause more hurricanes? Like, is the world just mad at us? Is Mother Nature pissed? No, it's because the ocean is warmer. And because the ocean's warmer, like we learned before, when a cold front comes through, the cold winds, warm air, heats that up, shoots it up the center, causes bigger and faster hurricanes. So we're only going to get more hurricanes. Fuck, I'm leaving Florida.
Storms gather enormous amounts of power quickly, leading to more catastrophic flooding, property damage, and threats to human life, both along coasts and inland. And knowing which side of a future hurricane you're on will become even more essential.
Really quickly, before you go,
cool.
we have something we're excited to tell you about. Vox has launched a membership program.
That was really cool, actually. That was really cool. Dang, I learned a lot of shit. I learned a lot of shit today. Even if you didn't learn anything, I sure as shoot did. I sure as shoot. Excuse me. Excuse me. Sorry. I'm lactose intolerant and I accidentally ate some chocolate today. So now I'm a little refluxy. So excuse me. Alright. So this next video I want to watch is part 2. If you didn't see part 1, honestly, go watch it. It's a great video. Jubilee, or their second channel, Nectar. This is more like their dating site. I've never really been a big fan of those Love Island shows, Too Hot to Handle. Actually, I think one of the guys on this show is like that, but this one's a lot like that, or this is a lot like those shows, I'm guessing, but I don't know. Like, I felt connected to the cast because I've seen them and they've been in a lot of Jubilee videos. If you're a big Jubilee fan like me, you've seen a lot of these people before. You're in the Jubilee lore. But they're going to give us a little recap that we'll watch and see.
We're going to play some classic slumber party games.
Give someone a hickey. I'm someone's daughter.
Wait. Oh, this is this episode. I was like, I didn't see this yet.
What was your biggest heartbreak? Tell us.
The truth suck ass, too.
I'm so sorry to my mother, but yeah, that did happen.
This is welcome to
Dang.
nectarhouse.
Nut. If you don't know Nut, he's the GOAT. Nut.
Once you sit down, 5-minute timer.
The dirty side of the nectarhouse.
This is going
well. You're smart.
I tried to have to be talking to you right now.
All right, yeah.
Once
So the last episode, each of them paired up. They basically got to choose like one in, or like this guy volunteered to go first, so he chose the girl that he wanted. They were all super adorable. They all chose who they wanted. Some of them have dated before in the past. I believe she requested this guy to be on, and we just saw her kissing someone else. So last episode, she requested him to be on this. I think you got a choice. Like, they casted you there, like, who do you want on? Who do you have a crush on? And she chose him to be on, and dang, he was kissing someone else. The guy who looks like John B chose her. I forget his name. Oh, his name's like something cool. Chose her. He chose, I believe, her. She's British. And then he likes her. They were in a video together where he didn't choose her. Like it was like one of those where it was a lineup. He's dated whatever 8 verses. He finds someone to love, and or not helps him choose someone to love, and he didn't choose her. But this video he chose her, so they were super cute. All of them were super cute except for this one was a little like him and her.
Now,
I'll show you when they get there.
It's going well.
John B. He chose her.
You're smart.
I tried to have to be talking to you right now.
That one was a lot like they were all cute except for this one was a little like this guy was a little nervous. She was also a little nervous. I think this guy is kind of gives off kind of douchey vibes. Just like straight up. That's that guy. But everyone else I think is pretty cool. Nothing wrong with this guy, but like kind of a douche. Nothing wrong with being a douche, you know. Douches are cool. Save period bloods.
Nice seeing you again.
Now you want to pick me.
Oh. So what's your usual type?
You. Yeah.
Yeah, see, they all went really well. They were all super cute. All super cute.
Submit the name of one.
And then they each had to basically do like ranked choice voting on who the hottest person was. They all submit their top 3, and then
Or several individuals that you are most attracted to within the group. Tonight, we are going to have a slumber party. But, wait.
Pretty fresh wallpaper.
Do you guys hear that?
What is that? What do you hear?
It sounds like text message alert notifications from the Nectar phones. That's weird. Maybe we should explore that. Is that what I hear?
How did you feel?
oh, so everyone got to see how many crushes they got. Okay, so they'll show us who won, but the recap they did show us who had the most crushes. So, wait, crush count is 4. I wonder if they'll probably tell us, but I wonder if that's like 4 total, or he was number 1 for 4 people. No, that makes.
Getting that number, seeing that number.
Which girl in here is my op? Who didn't put me down? What's happening right now? Like, no, I'm kidding. I think everyone, again, was kind of shy in the beginning. So 4 was kind of like, oh, that's kind of a lot. I was like, okay, maybe I have some options here. I was like kind of protecting it. It's like, dude, no one likes me here.
So is that John B? Like, I'm telling you, John B. This guy looks exactly like John B. Okay, maybe not exactly. What's his name though? Played by Chase Stokes. Tell me this guy does not look. Okay, he doesn't look that much like the same, but like, look at that. Just like, that's crazy. That's crazy. All right.
Probably like, I'm not gonna let every. Yeah. And also to get a crush from like Emma or Ella felt like also 0 crushes.
Why?
Because they're just my homies.
Dang. Oh, so she didn't vote for Blessing. Okay.
Ugh, is this going in?
What, your ranking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're homies. Travis and her.
Sean and Travis, I both obviously knew previously pretty well, and so it kind of just made sense to me to put them first, and like they are both beautiful, so.
You know, I want to kind of like contextualize your friendship with Travis.
I think going into the house, I like have a little crush on him, and I feel like he would know that, but he will now if he didn't.
This is the crush card. Throughout this weekend, some of you will have the chance to pull a special someone into our secret Tea for 2 room for a one-on-one date. And tonight, the special first recipient
Yeah, so we saw that girl win.
of the crush card is Sabina.
So she got the most. Ooh, I wonder how much she got. She probably got 5.
You and Sabina were the two people with the most crushes.
What? What? What?
She got the crush card only because the boys had picked dates earlier, so we wanted to give the girl with the most crushes.
I thought Isaac was attractive. He's like closest to my normal type, but I just
Isaac, that's a guy I don't like. Got a friend named Isaac. I love him. This guy, I don't like.
wasn't sure because he was loud. And I was like, this might be too much for me, but.
So the last one was honestly a little lottery pick, so.
We're like friends, and you know, he's a good looking guy, so anything can happen.
Hey, they went on it. Her and Isaac went on a date in the last Jubilee video. Not the last, different Jubilee video. They went on a date, 50 singles. I'm telling you, I'm in there. I'm in with this.
Feel knowing you were on every girl's list.
I gotta be cocky here. Apologies. You know, I'm very appreciative. You know, not something completely new to me, but at the same time, you can't let your pride get in the way. You have to be deliberate if you're trying to get in a good relationship and have a genuine connection with someone.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
With this card, you get to choose whoever you want to take into the tea for two room for a special one-on-one date.
Dang. Okay, so she basically gets to go in and bug someone. I wonder if she's gonna choose. So she went on a date with John B. Travis, or was it Travis? Yeah, Travis picked her. So we'll see if she picks him or someone else.
Okay. We can keep drum rolling. Ella. Oh.
What'd she say?
Yeah.
Ella?
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah! Let's go.
Dang.
Of course, I put
Dang.
Isaac, and then Sean, Travis, and Ella. She's so cute. I'm obsessed.
Dang.
I know. I've never.
Ella got picked last time too. Another girl picked Ella last time. Dang, Ella's pulling.
I've never really been with a girl, but I've always thought about it.
Dang.
Kinda
Okay.
nervous.
Okay. Okay.
All right, well, you guys have a fun tea for two and one-on-one. And while you guys are doing that, we're gonna play some classic slumber party games, maybe bond and get to know each other. How does
All right, classic games. Pillow fight. What else do you do? A classic slumber party. Truth or dare. That's what I guess we saw them do that earlier. And then hide and seek. 7 seconds in heaven. 7 seconds. 7 minutes in heaven.
that sound?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yay!
Wow.
Sounds good to me, Nut.
Thank you.
Zun, 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 zun. Sunset. T for two.
Are you surprised? Yeah, no, for sure. It was a good surprise.
It's the power of. They say if two septums lock, if two septums touch tips, sparks fly everywhere. Nuclear meltdown.
Let's have you guys.
That's what I want to see.
Cracking open a drink, and then you guys.
Not in a weird way.
Tonight, the game is, there's no name for, spin it.
I want those things.
It's spin the bottle, truth or dare combo. So you spin the bottle, whoever it lands on, you pick up a card, truth or dare. While you guys are playing it, I'm just gonna hang out there and watch you guys.
Let's go. I want Nut watching.
Challenge card, kiss your partner anywhere on their body, ask for consent first. Is it okay if I just kiss you? I feel like that would be awkward. Anywhere else? Okay. Sweet, cute.
They're so
very
cute.
demure, very mindful.
They are so cute. I love them.
Yeah, just take a
No worries.
Nah, that's you.
That's you. No, it's her.
That's him.
Nut just sitting there.
What do you have to gain?
As the unofficial judge, that landed on blessing.
Blessing. Thanks, Nut. Nut doing his part, baby.
I will do a truth.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
Right? I maybe should have done there. What did your last relationship teach you?
Damn.
Damn, we're getting deep early,
yeah,
bro.
That was crazy. That you guys shouldn't lie to each other.
Oh.
That's a good one.
No, it wasn't supposed to be like. It's like
That's a good one. No, that's a good one. Lying is stupid. I like lying. Lying's fun. It's fun to lie. It's easy to lie. But if you can't have a partner where you just trust them with anything, what's the point? Honestly, what's the point? Also, like, yeah, just fucking trust them, like, just fucking trust.
People just start lying to each other, the small things.
Yes, it's the small things. Like, don't just lie for no reason, Don't do
Like,
it.
you start lying to each other and you're living in a
slippery slope.
bit of a, right? Yeah.
Do you think there's like nothing you should keep from your partner essentially?
Oof.
The only thing I think you should keep from your partner is if you have cancer. If you have cancer and you're going to die, I don't think you tell him. I don't think you tell that partner. If you're going to die. I don't think you tell him. I think you just go out, balls to the wall, just do everything they want to do, leave them a note, tell them, because it's like when you tell someone, hey, you have cancer, you're going to die. Everyone gets kind of sad. Oh, like there's like, this sucks, like I'm never going to see you again. Just fucking, but if like you have cancer, it's like, hey, we're going to get through this chance of living. Tell them.
Like, where are we? Are we not married?
Your last relationship.
Because we should get married first, and then maybe everything comes out a bit. There's no more backdoor. It's like you should handcuff yourself to someone a little bit. So when there's a backdoor, there's always going to be a reason to leave. If you just date anyone 8 months and you find out something a little bit kind of just, you're just like, I don't want to do that.
I think that's a little like
That's crazy.
Like,
you can spin it to be that way, but that's not what I'm trying to
Did he just say get married so you can't leave?
But if the person wants to leave based on something you tell them,
no, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Then you shouldn't be with them.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Anyway, yeah, like
yeah, that's my point.
One thing I'm never scared of is a little debate. So it was nice though because I think it drew me to him more because I was like, okay, you can have a conversation and understand somebody else's point of view.
I appreciated like she wasn't responding to be like you're wrong about this. I think she was generally like responding to be like clarify. Like, because this is what I think when you say that, and I really want to understand what you're saying here. And just like that genuine curiosity, like that's actually something that like I really look for like in a partner.
That's the way to do it. Yeah, like, no, it's funnier to tell someone like, you're fucking, like kind of exactly what I did. I told the guy, that's fucking dumb. Shut the fuck up. She asked out of curiosity, said, elaborate, please. What you said was bullshit. What she said makes more sense. That makes a lot more sense. Yeah, that makes fucking sense.
Something I'm lying about is like I'm struggling financially. Like if I wait till later down our relationship to tell you that, it's like feels like you were hiding that from me to keep me, but that's not fair to me because I don't want to be with you.
I think there's like a number of conversations you should have with a significant other
Right.
anyways before you shackle yourself to them. So if that hasn't come up and I married you, like why don't I know this, right? So that's on me at that point.
Someone with insane debt needs to marry this guy.
Yeah, that's just a crazy.
Yeah.
She's funny.
What item has the most sentimental value to you?
Probably actually this necklace right here.
It's her grandfather's that he pooped.
Mom's necklace.
Grandma's.
I grew up taking care of her when I was in high school, so it's one of my favorites.
Nice. I think I have like a notebook.
Dang, so I just realized like there's in the truth or dare game, there are 5 dudes and 3 girls. That's actually funny as fuck. Dudes are gonna have to start kissing dudes.
Younger, where I would write like all my old songs in it, and I would keep like letters from my parents and grandparents.
Oh, that's so cute.
And so I always say if there was like a house fire, that would be the first thing I would grab.
Do you have it like hidden somewhere, or?
What did you say she had?
And I was
It's one of my favorites.
Nice. I think I have like a notebook.
A notebook.
Or do you just like keep it?
It's honestly for something that I should grab in a fire.
I can't tell if she's I can't tell if she's interested or not. She looks like she's just like, she did say, this is the vibe she was giving off earlier on how she was just nervous, but she looks like either like she's super nervous and she doesn't know what to say or do, or she looks like she fucking hates
It's like not easily
Oh, okay.
accessible.
Oh,
No,
it's
no, she's
not?
interested. She's
No.
interested. Okay,
It's
yeah,
just
no,
like
she's
on
interested.
the highest shelf in my bedroom.
Oh, that's funny.
So I should probably move it.
Yeah, I probably should.
No, they're adorable.
What was your biggest heartbreak? Tell us about it.
Oh, you chose truth too.
The truth suck ass too.
I need to see what the ears look like. Somebody please.
I think that the one that hit me the hardest was when I was young.
Mine was when Bob Saget died. Only because my dog died that same day, and I was crying, and I didn't know I was crying, and I didn't think it was cool to see me crying when my dog died. So I said I was crying because Bob Saget died.
And I like lost track of, I stopped doing the things that like made me me, and I just kind of like, you know, when you just absorb to that person, and you stop doing your stuff, and then like, you're not the person that they like fell in love with anymore, so they followed out of love, and then you have like nothing. So
That's good.
Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, that rocks.
Thank you.
You gotta switch up, my boy.
Yeah, you gotta hit the other one.
Yes.
What the Bro! Yo, I should have done truth.
What is it?
Swap clothes with someone of the opposite sex for the rest of the night?
Yo. All right. Oh shit. Who do you choose? All right, so she's wearing something low cut. That's weird. I don't think that's gonna like. It's gonna be weird. She's wearing, I think, like sweatpants. What is she wearing? Can we see what each of them are wearing? She's wearing. Don't want to swap with her. Damn, they all chose terrible clothes.
What is it?
Swap clothes with someone of the
Dang.
opposite sex for the rest of the night?
They all chose terrible outfits.
Wait. I want to wear a sweatshirt.
Yeah.
That's
a good
cute.
fit.
Bro, this is cooked. I guess.
Yeah.
For me, I think the
That's
first day
cute. Okay, so the fact that she chose that, she was like, wear my clothes, I want to wear your
I was
clothes.
kind of just like feeling it out and like seeing if I vibe with these people or not, who I vibe with more, who's funny, who could like I be around more. Tori was default gonna be on my list.
Who was Tori? Tori, okay, good.
Honestly,
yeah,
people
yeah.
just locked in me and Jaden from the start of it, which was kind of
They're my
cool.
favorite. They were the cutest by
It takes
far. They
me
were
a
both
while
the most nervous,
to figure
but they
out
were
if I
both
like
cute.
someone or if I'm like attracted to them because I have to like the person that they are.
Keep playing.
Yeah. It's you again.
There?
Yeah. You tricked
Oh God.
Yeah.
Take a body shot off the person you're attracted most to.
She left. There's only two people to choose from.
You still trying to have that kiss?
No, I want a body shot.
Who you picking? Z.
Which one do you want? Do you want this one?
Yeah, let's do that one.
Oh, it's alcoholic. No stevia, health aid, soda with benefits. It's just soda. It's just soda. Why am I making such a big deal? It's just fucking soda.
Sip and spill. This is a different one. So just sip if
it's an
this is
ad.
true. Okay. So take a sip if you've ever been cheated on.
Nope, haven't. Whatever.
Take a sip if you've ever cheated on someone.
No, I've cheated, not on a relationship, but I cheat on a shit ton of stuff. I cheated on the last. No, I'm not gonna say it.
What was the situation?
I
No
had a 5-year relationship, and I mean, I guess we were getting to the point where we both knew it was happening, like it was gonna be over. And I started traveling and meeting new people, and yeah, that's kind of how it happened.
Yeah.
But
it happens.
Chat, you think once a cheater, always a cheater?
You get
Once a
on
cheater,
the
always a
table.
cheater?
Awesome.
He pours a little in your belly button.
In my belly button.
Right.
After the sweat of the day.
He'll just slurp up whatever's already in there.
I think it can be anywhere.
Right?
Belly
Yeah. I
button.
think it can be anywhere.
I just said body shot.
Yeah,
Take a
belly
sip
button's
if you've
weird.
ever
I always thought
posted
it was
something
like
to get
supposed to be like
someone's
center of the
attention.
chest cavity. Maybe it is belly button. I don't know. Belly buttons are
Very big,
gross.
but-
like all the time.
Hey, so you ever posted something to get someone's attention? I need to chug this entire thing. Done it all the time. The worst thing I've done was my crush in high school I said something to make her mad by accident. And I posted something on my story, but I didn't really want everyone to see, so I blocked everyone from my story except her and her best friend because I thought they'd be together when they saw it. So I posted it just for them. Shit didn't work.
Take a sip if you've ever ghosted someone. I have to refill pretty quickly. Take a sip if you've ever been called a player.
Player.
I have, for sure. I think that I've never really had a long-term relationship. Typically, I'm like very much a situationship person.
Is it because you get bored?
I do get bored really easily. So that's why when I like really love someone, like I'm 100% in. I now refuse to date someone if I'm not 100% in, just because I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
This is awesome. I'm just gonna hold it so it
Don't
doesn't.
spill it on the couch. We have to.
What the hell are they doing? I have to show this.
Hold on.
My necklace is in the.
Well executed.
Here you go.
Really tasteful.
I'm so sorry to my mother, but yeah, that did happen. How was that?
There's worse things that happen to you.
Take a sip if you've ever snooped
literally
through
nothing
someone's
better.
phone.
I've snooped through my mom's phone, but it was not really to snoop, it was to check if something came in or not.
I'm not proud of that. Did you find anything?
Yeah.
What did you find?
Just messages with other people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take a sip if you've ever told someone I love you without meaning it.
Dang, I actually saw one of my best friends snoop through his, not my best friend, some dude I knew, snoop through his girlfriend's phone, found out she was talking to someone else. They broke up, but I was friends with his girl, and she immediately got together with a new dude. It sucked. It sucked. I love you. Oh, yes. My first relationship in 6th grade. She said, I love you after we dated for like a week. And I just was like, I guess this is what I'm supposed to say. So I love you. I love you long, Tim.
Take a sip if you've ever been in a relationship with someone you thought about marrying. Take a sip if there's someone else besides me in this house you're currently interested in.
All of them. Back to him.
Oh.
Finally.
IZ.
Do 20 push-ups or jumping jacks.
Of course, the dude with the
It
best
says shirtless.
shoulders. The best fucking shoulders gets picked for this. Of course he
It
does.
says shirtless.
Yeah.
Butt naked?
Dude, he was so he was ready to take his shirt off, dude.
Flip it.
Oh, those are
Bonnie,
It
was
says
this
with
you?
someone on your back.
No way.
Wait. Oh.
Yes.
Oh no. Yes.
Yo, he looks good. No one even cares about him doing push-ups. No one cares.
Who is gonna match this man's freak?
But did I look good?
Yeah.
I ate?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you say like you were eating?
No.
Okay.
Look, I'm fully cosplaying him. This guy had this in his pocket.
Hey, uncrustable. Airing his pocket.
All right, you guys joining or what?
Wait, I'll be Jaden. I'll be Jaden. Actually, I think. Well. Yeah, he was begging me. He was begging me. He was like, Tori, don't switch the shorts. Don't switch the shorts, please. I'm gonna say you have skid marks, please, Tori. I think he liked the robe. The robe was really cool.
Streak completely naked through the courtyard.
Oh,
it doesn't say.
Wait a minute.
You need to stop complaining. You could have gotten
Does
that.
it say that?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go.
All right. You can shuffle these.
John B. Dang. Chad, have you ever stripped naked?
That's hilarious.
That's crazy.
What's the worst
Chad, have you ever stripped naked? That's crazy. I have.
thing that someone could say about you?
I was insanely shy growing up, so I really hated when people would call me quiet because it was just kind of like a trigger word for me, so.
Growing up, people just found me really annoying. And so I think when people say that I'm annoying, I know that like my personality can be like hit or miss with some people. So I've accepted that it's not for everybody. But I do think that people saying I'm like annoying or disingenuous or, you know, trying to act a certain way like hurts my feelings, because I do feel like I try to go forth with like honesty and like my genuine personality, even though I know like it's not for everybody.
Yeah, I understand how that feels.
Same.
No
I always think
peer
everyone hates me.
Kiss.
See, that dude would have loved to strip naked.
Someone here who you think isn't ready for a serious relationship.
Dang.
I don't know about the serious relationship part. I'm just focusing on the kiss. But we'll go with Emma.
Okay. Isaac is super
He just wanted to kiss her.
good looking. Like, I am attracted to him. I think I'm just also intimidated by him.
Dude, I love her voice.
Yeah. They're getting into it.
Okay.
Oh, that's it? Right.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, we're done.
He said that's it.
And take a deep breath and look into your partner's eyes for 4 minutes in silence.
4 minutes is great. I've seen people do this for a minute, and it's the hardest thing to do. I've tried to do it at a party once, couldn't get past like 10 seconds. 4 minutes is crazy. 4 minutes is the like enough time to like fall in love. Like if you do this for 4 minutes, you will be in
I
love.
feel like I'm about to do a staring contest.
Yeah,
like,
nobody
can I
blink.
blink?
We can't
Wait,
blink.
for real? Okay.
Okay, so when you guys are ready, I will start the timer.
You won't laugh.
They're gonna laugh.
And time starts now.
There it is. Once someone laughs, it's over.
How ready would you say you are for a serious relationship?
Oh, I was like, you can't talk. Why are they talking?
6.5 or 7.
I feel like a 9. Yeah.
Dang, they're ready.
I feel like I know like what I'm looking for.
Starting a relationship on good terms and like in this new era of life would be great for me. But I'm also like a very independent person.
So you're like fully ready to hop into it?
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah, 4 minutes is crazy. Like your body doesn't know what to do. Like you're ever in like a weird scenario and you don't like, I don't know what they said, so you just laugh. Yeah, that's what's going on here. You don't know what to say or do, so you just laugh.
And that is time.
As we're like focusing in and out.
Staring contest.
Do you want someone else first?
Sure.
Staring contest.
Should we go in skipping and holding hands?
Staring. I didn't say Siri. Oh, she's gonna do something to Jaden. She
I'm
won't.
someone's daughter. Give someone a hickey.
Jaden.
You can do it anywhere though.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah, like.
Even on like Emma's wrist that she keeps offering up.
Yeah, baby, give me your wrist. I'll do it on you. Okay, there you go. I'm someone's daughter.
You could tell if she wasn't, if she wasn't like under this pressure, she would have wanted to do it to Jaden, I think. But I think she's shy and reserved, doesn't want to be obvious. That's why she.
Good job, good job. Good job.
It wasn't, I didn't even leave a mark. It was a very poor, mediocre hickey, but.
Have you ever given a hickey before?
Have I? What? I don't know.
Yes.
They're back. Were they always wearing the same thing?
Do you want your drink?
Now there's.
Oh, yes.
All right.
Thank you.
Now there's more.
I feel like
choose
it's
from.
Sabina.
Yes.
Kiss the person you find most attractive for 10 seconds.
Does she pick who she just went a date on, or does she choose Isaac?
All right, go ahead.
Wait.
Is That's a dick thing to do. You basically just you fucked her because now she can't say no. Because it'd be weird, and it'd be weird if she was like, he's fucked her. He's fucked her.
Sean.
Oh. Do you want to step over? I guess.
Period. I need to stop saying that.
Oh,
Timer's ready. As soon as lips touch.
Never start it.
Oh, I hear it.
Yeah. I just need to do it.
Oh.
Can I show
Spicy
this?
kiss. Nice.
We're like standing and it's like really awkward. Like I remember just like standing like this. And I was like, do I like touch her waist or something?
My first middle school dance. This is my first middle school dance. This fast. This fast.
Who out of the group would you pick for a
Who out of the group would you pick?
threesome?
Spicy.
Okay.
Spicy.
Damn.
Nut's still here, by the way.
Nut is in this guy stood up.
Don't forget about Nut.
Nuts in this too?
For some of the things, I'm more than just a host. I just want to.
I don't know, fucking Nut Tory.
Dang, not Tori. Okay, that's a good play. He's already said I like Tori. I confirm her. Now it's funny if Nut's in there. Not actually true, but that's funny because now he's weird if he says like him and someone else. He basically just said like, yeah, Tori, I like you, but like she's hot too.
Respectfully, I am someone's daughter.
All right, guys.
Nut has talked so many times about his ADHD. There's no way he's listening. Past this conversation, when someone said his name, he's been clocked out since the second he got
He's
there.
gone once, so.
Pick someone to compliment for 1 minute straight. Other person is not allowed to talk.
What?
Pick someone to compliment for 1 minute.
A minute straight is.
Other person is not allowed to talk.
Period.
That's
1
so
minute
cute.
I couldn't compliment myself for a
Easy.
minute.
Okay, Z, we'll go ahead and I'll do you. Okay, I'll start by complimenting your intelligence so far. Very witty, very funny. Had the banter going all night. Very sharp, maybe even too sharp, but we like it, we love it. Obviously, you're very gorgeous. Beautiful skin, beautiful cheekbones, lips nice and juicy, body nice and laying. Okay, great jewelry selection. I love the gold. Love the gold that you got going on. Your nails are also eating as well. Show everybody the nails. Show the camera the nails. Do a little pose for the camera in the meantime. While I'm complimenting you, stand up and do a little spin. So everybody can see all of this. Going. Love it, love it. Black Queen.
He's
Hair
doing
is looking
good.
on point as well. Where'd you get this little gown from? Tell me about it. What did
Adore me.
Your eyes are also really gorgeous as well. I can stare in them all day.
That was good.
Incredible.
He had a solid 50 seconds. Solid.
Really, really, really sweet because he picked me and he was just very intentional about every single compliment and it didn't stop. And I said, you know what? I'll take this.
Z is quite the person that loves compliments. It's not like an arrogance thing. She knows who she is, right? And she knows what she's about and what she deserves and whatnot. So hopefully she enjoyed that.
Let the group ask you any questions they want for 1 minute straight.
Oh no, you need 2 minutes. 2 minutes at least.
This is a good one.
Get your thoughts ready and you say go and I'll start it.
Thoughts are ready. Go.
Why don't you think you've ever been in love?
I've only been in one relationship, and I think if you have to question being in love, then you haven't been in love.
What if you just don't know what the definition of love is, so you confuse it with something else?
So that's why they should have had more questions ready. They're gonna ask
sure.
two open-ended
It's definitely
questions.
possible.
Would you be ready to get into a relationship now?
Absolutely.
See, those
I'm
are the
pushing
questions
30.
you need.
Need to get in a relationship.
Pushing 30 at okay.
Do you feel like you need to, or
Pushing
do you want
30.
to?
Fuck.
Both.
Do you want to have kids?
Absolutely.
30 seconds.
2, if I'm really rich, like 5.
Who do you think's the most attractive here?
Sabina.
Who do you think's the least attractive here? Oh. No, I'm not gonna ask that. I'm not gonna ask
You
You already did.
You can say me.
What?
You can say me if you.
Not.
Thank you. 8 seconds.
Really spicy ones. Come on.
What's your body count?
I'm not saying that.
I knew
You
that.
have to.
I knew he was gonna do that.
You have to.
Good. Everyone good? All right, perfect, beautiful.
That was a good speed round.
Dang.
Wow. What an incredible night we just had.
That was incredible nut. Now what happens?
So much fun. I feel like we all bonded and learned interesting things about each other. I'm gonna go to my little bed and learned interesting things.
So I think they're gonna stay together. I think Jay is gonna stay. Jay, Jace, I forgot his name. I'm so sorry. The two of them who swap clothes are gonna stay together. I think. Shit. I think they might get together. That only leaves. They've tried to go on a date before, it didn't work, and they might get together. So they might stay. I don't know. I guess everyone's gonna stay together.
I'm gonna go to my little bedroom.
Oh
feel
shit!
things
Wait,
about
no. They were together. Okay, they were together before.
I'm gonna go to my little bedroom. Feel free to hang out and enjoy your first night at the Nectar House. And wait, do you guys hear that? What is going on? Is that another notification from the Nectar phones? Maybe you guys should think about that. I have to go though. Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Travis, Isaac, Blessing, Z, Selena, Emma, Tori, okay, Jaden. Sorry, I forgot your name, Jaden. Jaden, Travis, Sean. Ooh,
Travis was super funny, kept cracking jokes throughout the whole process, and he was really kind, talking to everyone.
Travis is really funny. I wasn't sure. I thought it was gonna be annoying, but he's really funny and he's actually very smart, and that like falls in line with exactly my type.
I remember Tori standing out as being hilarious and capable of holding a really funny conversation.
What made Sydney bump up in the rankings?
Because we kissed.
Who'd you guys put?
Me, myself, and I.
Just 3 Z's.
There's a game called Manhunt, which is basically like hide and go seek but tag at the same time.
Everyone is going to scurry off and hide, except one person that's elected the assassin.
Yeah, my idea, by the way. So.
And then Nuts went and put on like horror movie soundtrack music, and then I was like,
Alright, everyone. I'm getting like clown
Horror movie. It's like the classic, just not scary.
I had the best hiding spot ever. It might have been not allowed, but over the wall, in the bushes.
He just beat it. There's a body there.
What the Oh yeah. All of it. All of you guys in here. Oh, just like there's someone. Shot, bro. Yo, in the face. She's out. Get her. Oh my god.
It was really nice because it was just like we got to just be stupid in a way that I don't think you get to be as an adult anymore.
That sounds
I love that we played that and just like turned the house into a playground. I think like even just in
More people need to do
friendships,
that.
you want people that you can play with.
Agreed.
Ladies and
Let's see what's coming up
welcome
next
to the
week.
Relationship relay.
You will compete in 3 different challenges within the relay to test your compatibility with your partner.
I think people are afraid to step on toes.
We were game planning from the jump, so we're like really trying to win this.
The winning group will receive a major advantage within the group.
I immediately saw how competitive we both are.
I'm gonna use any loophole that I can.
The crush was there. What can I say?
Yes, baby, this is reality TV. We're in here.
Bread.
Breathe.
Bread.
Bread.
Crummy.
Bread.
Oh.
Marriage.
Material. Material.
This shit, by the way, is like what makes like the experience good. Just so you know. Like aside from the filming and all that.
Good video. Good video. Nectar, they always be doing just good ass shit. Nectar be making good fucking banger videos. Every time they find something that works, they mix it up, they make an even better video. That was fucking good. I'm about to watch Too Hot to Handle now, if that's what that is. It's a good video. I'm excited for next week. Comes out next Saturday. Stay tuned. We're gonna watch it. Actually, I want to read the comments. Let's read the comments. Ella and Sabina had the most NPC conversation ever. Yes, I agree. As much as I didn't want to say it, I had to say it. Sorry. The guys are too busy chasing Sabina's looks. They can't even comprehend how hilarious Tori and what they're missing out on. Yeah, Tori's funny as fuck. A small part of me died watching Ella and Sabina with their NPC condo. Dang, they were just nervous. All right, everyone relax. They were just a little nervous, a little nervy. Just a little nervy. Sabina's a bit boring. Ask all the questions. Tori is so cute and shy. Yep. The tea date was so awkward. I like Tori. Isaac gives me the ick. Yeah, that was. See, I was feeling that way before. Sorry. Painful to watch. Ella and Sabina. It wasn't painful. I thought it was. I thought they were cute and just nervy. The guy talk about the shot with Sabina. The guy talk about the shot with Sabina. Yeah, I didn't catch that. The most attractive. Sabina's boring and Isaac is just a walking red flag. Exactly. He's attractive, but like exactly. All right, good video. Subscribe to Nectar. Watch the first one. The first one was good as fuck. Just as good as the last, but highly recommend. But honestly, that's pretty much that's pretty much it. That is pretty much it. If you tuned in, thank you. I appreciate you. I'll see you at some point in the future. A couple vacations planned, but this was fun. I will see you later.